I'm from Puerto Rico.
What was it like getting to play for them in the World Cup, right?
I mean, going to China, represent my country, Puerto Rico was fun.
Had that opportunity sort of arise for you?
I mean, the culture, playing with my friends from high school, was really fun playing in China with them.
Puerto Rico and Baton Rouge are pretty similar, right?
Yes, sir. The weather. I like the weather because Puerto Rico always is warm, and I mean, I used to play in the warm.
What's it been like for you, I guess, here on campus and kind of getting acclimated to LSU and the South, right? It is a little different. We love our college baseball, right? Like where you grew up, I guess they love baseball. So, just is it cool to kind of be at a spot that really loves the sport the way it does?
Yeah. I mean, like the community, like the fans, like they have been there always for me, like and for the team, and I like that. I'm so excited to watch like old Alex Buck Stadium like packed. I'm excited for that.
I love the competition and you guys pushing each other, right? Like Coach said, he's never had 4 new guys, so everybody has an equal shot. Like nobody's got an advantage over anybody. You guys all have to earn it. How is that? I imagine it pushes everybody daily, right?
Yeah. I mean, I like that. I like the competitive of everyone, and that's good for us, for the team, and for each one of us. I like that.
Can you just talk about your process of coming here? I mean, just what the conversations were like with you and Jay and Josh and a bunch of the guys that wanted to get you here. Just what was that process and decision?
So whenever I entered the portal and I saw LSU, I talked with my family. I said like I want to go to LSU. Like coming out of Puerto Rico, like LSU is a like dream come true. Like for a Puerto Rican kid, like nobody believed that a Puerto Rican kid can come to LSU. So it was a dream come true for me and for my family.
Go for it. No, I mean, it's just like the conversations you had with Coach Johnson. What was kind of, I guess, their pitch to you about what you could come in here and potentially do for the team this year?
We talked like I can be one of the catcher for the team, and I'm gonna work for that, and that's what we talk about.
So from what I understand, you didn't catch a lot last year in Indiana State.
I play more first baseman, and I play a couple games catching.
Gotcha. So I guess how much more comfortable do you feel now as opposed to when you first got here and then they were throwing you back into that catcher spot?
So I feel way better from the fall because I mean I have been practicing with JJ all day every day, so I feel very comfortable.
Is coming here, was getting the opportunity to catch more one of the reasons why you decided to come here?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I want to be a catcher and I want to win a national championship, and that's why I choose LSU.
How many people went to your games at Indiana State?
I'm sorry?
How many people were at your games at Indiana State?
Like 2,000.
Oh, yeah?
2,000.
Not terrible.
Yeah, but compared to Alex Buck Stadium, you can compare that.
How do you prepare yourself for that? Because one of the things Josh was just talking about, and we've heard it from a lot of the players, is that Coach Johnson's put the right people here. Everybody says like the team is great and the people are great, but you guys haven't faced any adversity yet, right? So everything's gonna be good now.
Yeah. I mean, we're gonna work it together. Like we have so much talent in the group that if we are, we're gonna work it together.
You've been around a lot. What do you try to tell Cade, who's just kind of getting started in his journey?
I mean, he always work hard. I always told him like always work hard, always be positive, and he has the talent. He's gonna be really good.
How advanced is he for his age? You were a freshman at one point in time. Like, how ahead of the curve is he at this point?
He's really advanced. He's gonna be really good in the future. I mean, this year too, he's gonna play and he's gonna be really good.
How do you sort of manage the workload between getting all the catching work that you want to get done, you try to sort of catch up there, but also, get in the cage and just try to adjust the SEC pitching?
I mean, we have the ACC pitching, so like every scrimmage that we play against each other is good for us, good for the batter, for the pitchers. So we're gonna be really good on that.
Have you built any chemistry with one pitcher more so than the other, where you're more comfortable with them?
I think Chase Shores is one of them. Like I like to catch him, but I like catching all the pitcher. But I think one of them is Chase Shores.
Have you done any work at first?
Last week I played a couple innings in first base.
How is it, I guess, making this transition to catcher now? Do you feel like you're still getting your feet underneath you there, or do you feel pretty well established and comfortable in your skill set?
I feel really comfortable because like I play in high school, like every game like catching. It was in college that I played like catching at first base, but I feel really comfortable.
So you're used to it. You grew up in it.
Yeah, yeah.
What do Blaze and Eddie bring to the room for you guys?
Eddie is a really good catcher. Like he can receive, he can do. He's athletic. Blaze as well. He can hit. He can receive as well. He has a good arm. We're gonna be really good at the catching position.
Tell me about your offense, I guess. Just what do you see? And like you said, you're facing SEC caliber arms now. How are you acclimating to that? Feel pretty comfortable in the Bronx?
I feel pretty comfortable, but like ACC pitching, like you have to see the ball to hit is the same as NBC. Like our conference in the United States, I know ACC pitching is better, but I'm gonna get used to that.
Are you feeling pretty good in there?
Yeah.
What do you learn about catching from Josh Jordan?
Receiving, I have learned like more receiving wise and blocking side. He has helped me a lot on catching stuff.
I noticed Josh had his button on his shirt. You help him with his style?
A little bit.
Is there such thing as decent Puerto Rican food in Baton Rouge?
I haven't tried any Puerto Rican food here, but Mexican is similar. But I miss Puerto Rican food.
You've thrown out a lot of guys, scrimmages against other teams, LSU. Anybody on this team that had trouble getting out at second?
I think Chris Stanfield, he's really fast, and I think he's one of the he can steal a lot of bases for us in the season.
Have you tried crawfish?
Yeah, I tried that. I like it.
You like it?
Yeah.
Does it help that there are so many new people on this team? 2/3 of the team is brand new. I mean, so you guys kind of already figured it out.
Yeah. I like that because we have to know each other and like to be together, and we have to talk each other to be like a togetherness.
There was no group already established. It's kind of like everybody's figured it out.
Yeah. We're working together.
When did you move to the States?
My freshman year, that was 2021.
Oh, freshman year of college?
Yeah.
Your English is great. I mean, how fast did you pick that up? I mean, or did you grow up speaking English?
We grew up like talking English, but we had classes of English, but we didn't like talk it. I couldn't understand it, but we didn't like talk it much in Puerto Rico. And whenever I came to the state, it got much better.
Nate told us to ask about your hair.
Oh, I said like it's a new season. I'm gonna do a new style, so yeah, I braided.
Was your goal always to play college baseball?
I'm sorry.
Was your goal always to play college baseball?
I mean, playing Alex Buck Stadium, playing for LSU is a dream come true. What I said.
Did you get to see it on TV there?
Yeah. I mean, I saw whenever they won the national championship. It's gonna be awesome.
That's awesome.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Where are you from, Chris?
Tallahassee, Florida. Yes, sir.
Where did you start at?
At Auburn. Yes,
How's
sir.
the transition been for you from going from Auburn to LSU?
Yeah, it's been awesome. You know, I've really enjoyed it. And at Auburn, you know, I really enjoyed my time at Auburn. But, like, this year, it was the decision to transfer. It was just a personal growth decision. And, you know, getting with Coach Johnson and the rest of the staff, really working on my offensive game and really honing that in to impact the ball more is the reason for that.
Coach Johnson and I think Michael Braswell even mentioned this, like some of the things that they're trying to work on with you offensively is kind of what they did with him offensively. So, like, what are some of those specific things that you've been working on?
I can't give away all my secrets just yet, but yeah, really just getting my foot down earlier and seeing the ball. Like my 2 years at Auburn, I would kind of like, and this was, you know, really me, like my whole life, I just kind of been chop and run. Like I never really known how to hit per se. So like getting my foot down early and just seeing the ball more has been the biggest key for me, and just giving myself more time, because really I have more time than I think.
Is part of it also just activating your lower half a little bit to drive the ball a little bit more?
Yes, sir.
Are you already seeing results? I mean, like I imagine something like that probably takes some time to adjust to. I mean, are you seeing the results in the way you're hitting the ball?
Yeah, no doubt. The results are showing up in BP as well as in the game. But, yeah, I started seeing them in the fall. Like, my first 2 weeks here was kind of, kind of shaky because I was breaking out of some habits that I'd literally been doing my whole life. So, but going home, like over the off season and the break, when I went back home, it was really just hitting, and getting stronger in the weight room as well to really, show out this year.
Were you getting some of that instruction while just like either just before or while you were on the Cape this summer, because you had a pretty good summer?
Yeah, I appreciate it. Really though, not really. I was just up there gaming and having fun, trying to get accustomed to the wood bat and really just compete in the Cape.
What's that like to work with Jay for the first time? I imagine it's a little bit of information overload with everything that he sees in your swing and approach and kind of tweaking it. I'm sure he wants to tell you a ton, but he's got to kind of bring you along.
Yeah, no, it's been amazing. And Coach Johnson's a really smart coach, and he brings a lot to the table. Like, I've learned so much in my time here already, and it's only been, 4 or 5 months. So, it hasn't been too much of an overload, and he's not, coming in like changing everything. He's really good at like using the athlete and just kind of, adding tools on. So it hasn't been too much at all, but I've really enjoyed it.
Talking to Louise about this, with 2/3 of the team being new, it's kind of an advantage for the guys that are, because there isn't like an established route that you have to fit into. It's like everybody's figuring it out together. Have you seen that? Has it been a benefit?
Yeah, no doubt. It's been awesome. And like this team's really coming together. And like you said, it's a new team and we're all meshing like 2/3 of it. But like since we've been here in August, it's been great. Like getting to know the new guys, all the new freshmen, as well as, the core that's been here that's kind of built this thing, and the guys who are on the national championship team, like who have been there. And, that's the ultimate goal, playing here for LSU. So just kind of like everyone coming together has been awesome.
Coach Johnson admits there's like 8 guys in the outfield that he thinks he can put in and not really see much of a drop off in performance. Just what's that like for you as a player, knowing that there's probably going to be some rotating in and out early in the season to kind of figure out the right core? How do you kind of?
Yes, sir. For me, really, I'm just working on being the best teammate I can, and for me in my game, just that makes me know I have to bring it every day because I want to be on the field and playing every day. So for me, I'm not really. I wouldn't say like I'm, of course, rooting for my teammates, but I'm not, focused on that part of it. Like, I'm just trying to come out every day and help the team win.
You work mostly in the center?
Say it again.
Mostly in the center?
Yes, sir.
You put up great numbers at Auburn, and you come here. What are you trying to prove now that you're here?
Yeah, really not prove anything. Just continue to be myself and let, the training and the work that I've put in leading up to this season show.
I've seen you with left field a little bit too. What's that adjustment been like with the new seating they have there and the bullpen and all that?
Yeah, it's different. It's definitely new, but I played a little bit of left field my freshman year, and we had a wall similar to that at Auburn, so it's not too much of a change.
What do you see out of Derek Curry, though? I mean, there's been a lot of offseason hype around him and kind of how fast he's adapted. I mean, just from your perspective, what's he like?
Oh, yeah, DC is very talented, and he's very fun to be around as well. We joke around all the time, and I've learned from him as well. He's super talented at the plate, probably some of the best hands I've ever seen, like of any hitter I've ever seen. So, really just like spending time with him and also, giving him some pointers and kind of we've really grown close as this year's gone on. So I'm excited to see what he does this year.
Swiping bags hasn't been a huge aspect of this offense over the last few years, but given your speed, like how many conversations have you had with Coach Johnson as to how aggressive you're going to be at first base?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I've had some conversations with him, and even when I was coming here, we talked about that. But now ultimately it's about winning, and I want to steal bags and get in scoring position. But it's ultimately if he gives it to me, so it'll kind of depend on the game situations, I think. But I'm definitely looking to run.
What do you like about Chris Martin's strength and conditioning program?
Oh, yeah, Coach Martin's the man. He definitely changed my life coming here. And, that's why I'm really thankful that I did come here because I needed to get stronger. And, it's all really targeted towards baseball workouts. And he does a great job of, really getting to know you and, know your strengths and also your weaknesses so he can help you. So, his workouts have been amazing. I've gained 8 pounds since I've been here. So it's been awesome.
You've gotten faster, too?
I want to say so.
I know. I'm sorry. I know Florida's a big baseball hub, so I'm not sure if you had any run-ins, but Cruz is from Florida. I mean, I think you were a little bit younger maybe when he was coming up from Florida. Did you know about Phil and Cruz a lot growing up, or?
I did, not as much as like when he got to the college scene, of course, but I played on Orlando Scorpions way back in the day, and I'm pretty sure he did as well. He was 3 or 4 years older than me, so I didn't like play with him, but I knew him. Yes, sir.
You played in the stadium last year, right, when Auburn?
I did. Yeah, we came here for a series.
What were your impressions, and did you think you'd end up here?
So yeah, really at that point, like I didn't know I was transferring. So I loved the stadium though, and the atmosphere was amazing. I was just telling someone earlier that LSU is one of the greatest atmospheres, and you know, when I came here, seeing 10,000 people every single game, and you know, no shade against LSU, but at the time, like Auburn and LSU were kind of at the bottom of the standings. Like that was before they got on their run, and like the fans were still showing up, and I'm sitting there like, oh my gosh, like, you know, this is second to none, literally. So, you know, when I did enter the portal and Coach Johnson showed interest in me, it was a no-brainer.
Why do you think he reached out to you? What has he said that he likes about your game?
We joke around. I think my freshman year, I got 2 hits off Skeens, and ever since then, he's literally loved me. But you know, being real, like I think, you know, he really loves my tool set, and like, you know, as well as my leadership, and just like, you know, kind of the person I am, and you know, so I'm looking to not let him down.
Is there a spot in the outfield you feel most comfortable?
Center field, yes, sir.
How'd you get 2 hits off Skins?
You know, I was just ready to hit the fastball. That's really all I can say, because he's insane.
Have you talked to him since? He's been around.
Yeah, he's been around. I've spoke to him a few times. It's really cool, you know, to see the big league guys here. Cruz has been here as well, and Dugas, so it's been cool. Trey Morgan as well. Nice meeting those guys. And like, you know, I competed against them 2 years ago, so I guess coming full circle, that's really cool.
Do you remind Paul?
Say it again?
Do you remind Paul every time you see him?
No, sir.
Anybody throw you out when you steal yet?
Here, no, sir. Yeah, Cade, though. Actually, Cade did once. Cade Aaron Beatty. He has a crazy arm.
How are you meshing with the team coming from a school like Auburn, obviously another Tiger school rivals with LSU? Like, how are you meshing with the team, especially because Auburn came in here a couple of days ago, kind of put the boot on LSU basketball? Is there some teasing, some sort of playful banter going on?
Nah, you know, really, like, once I came here, I'm all in LSU. You know, I've kind of, like, I told my parents and even the coaching staff, you know, like I said, I'm thankful for my time at Auburn, but, like, I'm looking forward now. So, really, the meshing's been great. Like, I'm a part of, you know, a new group as well. So, I've come in, you know, with my head down, ready to work and just doing whatever I can to help the team win.
Who recruited you out of high school? What were your finalists?
It was Auburn, Florida State. Yes.
Y'all played in Biloxi and Lafayette. When you took the field with the guys, did it feel like you guys were, you know, together and maybe ready to play if it was March or February, whatever it is?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I mean, you know, everything wasn't perfect, and we really don't, you know, it's really up to coach. Like, I don't know the lineup and how all that'll shake out, but just in terms of the team and like morale and wanting to be out there on the field together, it was awesome.
You mentioned entering the portal in part for, you know, personal growth reasons. What were some of the things that you just kind of wanted to grow at that you thought you could get at a place like here?
Yeah, I really say the development at the plate, the hitting development.
Thank you. Good.
All right, thanks, Chris.
Thank y'all. Yes, sir.
Nice to meet you.
Have a good one.